too, I hope. I hope we're good now. Because that's not usually a good sign. Usually not. Is Sonic... Wow, 24... I wasn't even paying attention. Yeah, there we go. Alright, we're good. We're good. We're good. Now I'm getting notifications saying that, like, hey, you're live. How's it going, Walking Dread? Good to see you again. I tried streaming a moment ago. Happy birthday. Thanks, man. I tried streaming a moment ago, and it would not work. 133 for me right now. Happy birthdays anyway, bro. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it, man. Happy birthday. Thank you, Gamerzilla. Appreciate it, man. Game River too long? I figured, yeah. Maybe I think K Dot. Interesting. He'll counter with his own, I bet. Yep, okay, okay. It's still winnable if I... Like, oh, shit. Yeah, What up, Nuclear? How's it going, man? Ooh, that was a close game. Is that my birthday? Thanks, Goji. Appreciate it, man. If we were both on full HP, he would have flattened my ass. Oh, yeah. Anybody on 2 players? Nobody's on 2 players. But yeah, I figured I'll stream for a little bit. Because it's like... For me, it's almost like 8:30. Well, it is 8:30 right now, actually. My fault. And I don't want to stream for like, 2.5 hours, be like 11 o'clock. So I'll go maybe a full hour. Land 3 triangles in a row and impressive angles. He did. PBZ, he's a good player too. He's been around for a little while. Yeah. So it's like I might keep the stream to an hour 30 ballpark. Cause I am shooting a little on the later side. But anyway, in 1 week, Jurassic World Evolution 3 drops, and I am so excited for that game. One of the things I'm most hyped for Evolution 3 isn't even like how the Spinosaurus can swim, is the Deinonychus remodel, man. Because that looks so good. You can quote me on it, but I think it comes out, well, obviously the 22nd, well, the 21st next week. But like at times, it might come out at like 10 a.m. because after this fight, I'll look. I know there is a sale. If you own Evolution 1 or 2, you can get the deluxe edition about 10% off. So instead of like it being 70, it's 63 bucks. And you get like, Guanglong, like 3 other dinos. I forget what they are top of my head. But the sale ends Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. I know you get like a bioluminescent Mosasaur skin now. And holy hell, that's 64. Ah, excuse me. That 64 just got minced. Poor man. I've seen Elden Ring fights be more fair than that. Kiryu's the GOAT. Oh yeah. Bonk. He's gonna catch on to what I'm doing now. Interesting. My finger's hovering right over R2 for him to do something. Kaiju. Thanks, Glitchzilla. Appreciate it, man. Well, game result. I thought it was glitch. My fault. Game result. Oh, how that slipped my mind. I'm so sorry. Thanks, Cardinal. Appreciate it, man. How's it going, Cardinal? That's not too. Oh, no. I did that so he would R2. Let's see if I can get him to burn a gauge, but he didn't. He did not. That's an R2 though. Yeah. So I can R2 back and get some distance. Yeah. Right. Chilling lately. Playing too much Path of Titans. Been there, man. For me, Path is like on and off. Like there'll be a week where I'm like all up on Path, and then it's like, yeah, I'm good for like 2 months. I'm surprised he did not R2 that. He'll R2 this though. No? Okay. Okay. That was a very close round. I think I could have made a few better plays though. Oh man, out. It was every birthday to you. Alright. Appreciate it, Cardinal. Take care, man. Sound playing Path. Most guys got bored of the progression system. That's understandable with the progression system. And I feel like some changes they make to the game aren't worth it. I might get Giga Bash for Christmas. Speaking of Giga Bash, I somehow forgot to stream that. I'll do that this week. Why not? But let me look at Evolution 3 because I know I'm pretty sure like on the nose with that, with like the 10% off until 10 a.m. The Jurassic Evolution 3 Deluxe Edition. State 10% offer ends at 10 a.m. October 21st. I'm gonna pre-order probably on like the 20th, the day before. What does the deluxe come with again? I forget. Deluxe edition. Evolution 3 ATV skins, Mosasaur skin. Concavinator, Proceratops, Guanlong, I'm not gonna pronounce the last guy. Whatever. But Concavenator, that is the main reason I want Evolution 3. Concavenator is so goddamn cool. But yeah, Gigabash is a... Oh, I don't like that. You do not be that? I appreciate it. Thank you. But, yeah. Gigabash, it's a good game. But when I last played it, you know, trying to play online, I couldn't find anybody. And then I went to Godzilla and I found people, so I was like, whatever. I have Suchomimus and Suchomimus. Whoa. Are the swords being added? Absolutely. I did find it a little odd that Suchomimus wasn't going to be in the base roster of 3. Because, like, with any dinosaur specifically, right? If they're in the first 2 games, why cut them out? You know? I could understand if it was like the Giganotosaurus, they, you know, gave it like the Dominion remodel. Pencil fart? What up, serious? Good to see you again, man. But it's like Suchomimus has been there for like for both games, you know? And I know I saw some gameplay of Evolution 3. It looks phenomenal. Only thing I don't like, this is something I'll say about Evolution 3. Every Evolution game has done something different, you know? Like in the first game, only the Indominus Rex would attack the sauropods, right? Then in the second game, other dinosaurs would attack the sauropods, and raptors would fight in packs, right? That's really, really cool. However, the sauropods don't fight back in this game. They're being attacked, it's, oh, whatever. No, I think, let's say you take a Giganotosaurus, right, and it's attacking like a Dreadnoughtus or like a Brachiosaurus, and if it goes by one of the front legs, the sauropod should lift up their foot and just stomp on the Giganotosaurus, just crush them. Or at least, I don't know, kick them away, deal like severe damage to it. That's what I think should happen. You know? Because realistically, that's what would happen. A Brontosaurus wouldn't just sit there and be like, oh, okay. Nah, a Brontosaurus would like curb stomp you. Seeing the Gigabash on the servers is kind of dead. I see what right scooters. Let me sweat. Bonodon, yeah. It'd be really, really cool to see if they add Gojirosaurus to the game. Not obviously the one from, you know, -1 or, you know, Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah. But like the actual, you know, Gojirosaurus. I think it was a Cretaceous period dinosaur? No, I think it was a Triassic. I could be very wrong on that, though. Let me Google it. We'll fact check me right now. What? When was Gojirosaurus? I was like, Gojirosaurus. Gojirosaurus lived during the late Jurassic period, specifically around 210 million years ago. Exactly. Yeah. And they're not small either. I'm pretty sure. Sure. Whoa. I think they were as tall as a human. About like, they stood about like 6 feet tall. Let me find out how tall. Yeah, roughly about 6.5 feet. So they were 6.5 feet, which is crazy. Showdown with a raptor head. I know when Rebirth came out, people modded the D-Rex into Evolution 2, and I just think it looks silly. Which dinosaur are you most excited for Evolution 3? Are we talking about like new dinosaurs? I don't know. I mean, there's a Scorpius Rex, right? That's new to me because I didn't buy any DLC for Evolution 2, right? Because when they were on sale, I had already kind of drifted away from Evolution 2. I was like, yeah, I kind of don't want to play anymore. I had my fun. It's like, whatever, you know? And I didn't even fully finish Evolution 1. Like, I beat the main story, but I never finished the Secrets of Dr. Will. I never did that. I should, though. Probably. whatever. But, like, that's pretty cool. That's exciting to me. And what is it? The Deinonychus remodel looks phenomenal. You know, I never really liked the Deinonychus, you know, model in Evolution 1. Now the remodel for Evolution 3 just looks so good, man. Dude, I cannot get into the Evolution games. That is fair. That is fair, because they look so boring. It has to be something you're into, you know what I mean? If you're not into, like, park builders and whatnot, you're not gonna like Evolution. And the main reason I like Evolution is, well, I think that, you know, building a park with dinosaurs was cool, and two, dinosaurs, you know? And I can understand, again, how it can be boring, because it's always the same stuff with the Jurassic Park thing. The Disney franchise is quite small. Word. One thing I'm curious about, Skins are separate dinosaurs. What's your favorite character in Godzilla PS4? Mine, Gilbertine, or Gigan? For me, my favorite, Burning or Kiryu. You know? That's what I really, really like. I do think the Rebirth will be different dinosaurs, though, right? Maybe the Rex might be like a separate skin because it looks the same, right? But the Rebirth Spinosaurus is something entirely different from the Jurassic Park 3 Spino, right? So it would make sense why it would be like a different dinosaur. Oh, Gargoji. Here. Ow. That's not nice. That's probably like the most perfect timing against Rodan I've ever gotten. I go 20 that is. Interesting. Ow. That's not nice. I could have part 2 though, honestly. Ooh, wait. Oh! Oh! That was like the most perfect timed charge ever. Damn. One thing I also want to mention the Spino, and I think Evolution 1, yep, the same sound. Or had the same sound. Generic or something else. Evolution 3, I hope they fix it in Evolution 3, because that's something I always noticed. Because, like, I hear it a little bit, like, maybe a snarl or two sounds like the Spinosaurus, but it's like everything else does not sound like the Spino from JP3. Red zone, it's fate, bro. It has to happen. Ow. Oh, they're all like Animal. I knew that would happen. The lots of sounds are cut, but they're all over YouTube. Exactly. But they still have the movie. Can't they just take audio, like, samples from the movie and just use it? I might be, like, wrong, but, like, whatever. No. Ooh, I almost had it. No. But what else is coming out? Well, Battlefield 6 also came out. Like, I don't think I would buy Battlefield 6 currently. You know? Because, like, yeah, it looks really, really cool. But it's like, compared to other games right now that I want to get, it's just not up on the list. What are you most excited for? For Supernova? I'm really, really hoping Space Goji. Because Space Goji is my favorite Godzilla ever. I love him. Even though my answer typically likes to change, like, every other year. But constantly, it's always been Space Godzilla, or has reverted back to Space Godzilla. So, a part of me wants to see him on the big screen again. I really, really do. But another part of me is like, they can go in a completely different direction if they so desire. You know, I think seeing cool, unique monsters from the Monsterverse would make the Monsterverse stand out more. Because, like, I said something about it in the past, right? Where, like, they shouldn't bring a character into the Monsterverse just for fan service, you know? Like, yeah, a lot of people want to see Space Godzilla and Destroya, GG's, Red Zone. They want to see, like, you know, Batcher, Destroya, Space Godzilla, Violante. You know? It would be cool. It seems really cool, but being shown this early, his error seems wrong. That is a good point, and that's something I'm gonna touch on. Is they shouldn't jump the shark with that, you know, because a lot of people want to see Gigan, you know, Destroya, Space Godzilla, Mecha Ghidorah, Violante, you know, Jet Jaguar, Hedorah. They want to see Rodan. I want to, like, Rodan's a different boat. I'll get back to that. They want to see Anguirus and whatnot. They want to see old monsters return again, right? And that in itself isn't bad, but let's pretend for a moment that Supernova, the main villain, is Destroya. How do you top Destroya? Like, realistically, how? You know? Because I'm trying to think on the top of my head of, like, you know, Godzilla characters that we have that are just, like, something that could top Destroya in a way for, like, their next film. And I don't know, like, Space Godzilla? In my opinion, Space Godzilla was actually, like, really cool. And I think the only thing that could be better than Space Godzilla, in my honest opinion, would be, like, Violante and, you know, Destroya. Original monsters, the monsters and OG ones? Exactly. I think they need to add Gigan as a side villain. I don't know, because Gigan's never really been a side villain. The only time he was a side villain was, like, I'd say Final Wars. He was, like, a side villain. And I know, because in Godzilla vs. Megalon, you know what I mean? He played a bigger role than he did in Final Wars, because Gigan's whole point in Final Wars would be, his whole point was, you know, to be Godzilla's first fight, and then to fight Mothra. You know? So he was, like, more of a side character. But, you know, what I'm trying to say is they shouldn't add characters like Destroy, Space Godzilla, Violante, Gigan, all just for the, you know, like, you know, for the satisfaction of fans. Because to me, at that point, that's just throwing in characters, you know, for fan service. And I do think the Monsterverse needs its own roster of unique characters on screen. Because there are a lot of cool ones in the comics, but we don't, get to see them. Mostly, like, Behemoth. We only saw Behemoth in King of Monsters. He wasn't in any other film as of now. You know, and I just think they shouldn't jump the shark what they're doing with the Monsterverse, because the Monsterverse has the potential to be huge Kind of like the Showa era, where the Showa era was like over 20 years. The Monsterverse has that potential, you know what I mean? Because the Monsterverse has been going for over 10 years, you know? So they could go another 10 years if they, you know, play it right. But interesting. It was there because I'm gonna win. Yes, thank you. Mechagodzilla was wasted in GBK. Anti-pollution message. Yeah, I do agree with that one. Red Zone. You serious? You having fun yet? I missed. Tiamat was wasted in GXK. I wouldn't say wasted. I do think they could have used her a little more. How did you get? I'm gonna go by the other guy. Get fun. Well, no, hold on. Let me really think that. Was Tiamat wasted in a sense? Well, we see in the game Tiamat has a daughter, so we could see a version of well, no, it's a different kaiju. Unless they can like bring Tiamat back in some sort of sense, then I will say killing Tiamat off and like kind of like that is crazy. I can agree with that actually. Second. And not only that, but like you have Methuselah, right? I'm thinking that's his name. You know, the giant mountain kaiju. I was unaware of this apparently. I must have forgotten. But Summit Kaiju sued Legendary over that. I found this out like a week ago. I found it out like the day after I made a stream talking about Methuselah. I was like, why don't they ever just use Methuselah? It's so cool. But yeah, apparently they said how they stole their design from Methuselah, which I think is just a lie, because the concept of a giant, you know, kaiju with a mountain on his back is like the most unoriginal thing ever. Monster Hunter has that shit, dude. Like Zora Magnumos, it's not a mountain, but it's a volcano. So it's like same shit, man. But they just, you know, redesign Methuselah, I feel like. I feel like they could use Methuselah again. There was this one YouTuber, I forget what his name is, and I am so sorry. But I watched his video, and he's wanting to do a hashtag trend, hashtag save Methuselah. And honestly, I'm with that. If I can find his video again, I'll tag it. Word. GG's, I win, pure skill, you're bad. I'm kidding, serious. I'm surprised, like, you guys didn't just stop and just look at me. But yeah, like, I didn't, like, fully remember that, man. I was like, wait a minute. They sued Legendary? They just rebrand Methuselah, dude. Just give him a totally new design, you know? No, I hate that. I hate that so much. gonna sue a company because a monster has a mount on his back. Shut the fuck up. Like, how do you do that? I don't know. Will the comic confirm Tiamat isn't dead completely? Thank you. No, Reginald, that gets a thumbs up from me, bro. I didn't know that. So, if they bring Tiamat back, you know, she gets, like, revived and is in a future film and doesn't die, then I don't think Tiamat's potential is down the drain. It's still in the air what they could do with Tiamat, but potential-wise, Tiamat's not good. Yet. I forgot how much I think it was like 100K. 100 or 10K, something like that. They didn't settle it in court because Legendary was just like, you can have the fucking thing, whatever. You think it was like a starfish, so what got done there? Did nothing, basically. She gonna remember when she wakes up again. She was like, damn, that's what happened to me? That's it. I got balls of steel. Come here, Bylante. I'm fucking fake. Happy birthday, thank you so much, man. Appreciate it. Happy birthday, thanks, you. You know, the solar radiation? Yeah, you do. They should make a gas kaiju. I feel like if they were doing kaiju based off gas, they would do it like pollution in a sense, you know? Ow, ow, ow. Ayo, series, run, dog. It ain't safe out here. So. Basically Hadora, yeah. Help, please. Killed either. Please, this is a nice. Get this whale off me, man. Please. Seriously, you gotta help me, man. She's mean. Oh yeah, I won. Woohoo! Oh hell nah. Come here, you're gonna get it. See, the S and Super Godzilla fans are super smacked down. GG's. Had to give myself a moment of silence. He's playing Batra. Oh, I gotta play Batra next game, man. Easy? It was an easy win for me, yeah. Dude. Remember what you did to me last game? Do you remember that? I remember that. You just hacked? Word. Get back here. You're gonna face the wrath of 1,000 suns. Death by the sun. So anyway, hello. Come here often. All skill. That's right. I use my secret ability, the sun, and I just vaporized him. He's gonna try something. I know it. That got still better with the crossover. Oh, for sure. I know the last bit of... I should really follow the Godzilla and DC shit. But I know there's a figure out. I think it's Godzilla Superman. I think there's another one? If I'm wrong, correct me. I heard it's like King Kong and Wonder Woman. Thank you. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'll say this. Do you know the giant Godzilla we got for King of the Monsters? Teaming up again for the sequel. I saw that. Yeah, Godzilla. No, whoa. Superman went Godzilla size, right? And started beating the shit out of Godzilla. Godzilla's like, nah, I can't take this. So Godzilla started beating the shit out of Superman. And then they had a beam clash. Big old explosion. They're both laying on the ground, and then King Ghidorah and Rodan pull up. Dude, I love Godzilla crossovers, because it's just like, what if we just made the most hell yeah comic to ever graze the people's eyes? That's what they did. I didn't even hit him. GG's. But yeah, like, the most recent, like, Godzilla and Marvel was, Godzilla escapes the astral plane, I think it is. And he's in a city, I think New York, or something like that. Or if he hung, I can't forget, but he's in a city, you know? Or in a timeline where King Ghidorah survived. But they're fighting, like, you know, it's Magneto, Colossus, Wolverine, Gambit, and Rogue. I think those are the 5, right? And they're fighting Godzilla. And Wolverine, he gets picked up like Magneto, and he drills right into Godzilla's chest, right? Leaving a big old hole. And then Godzilla just... Hold on. No. The worm. No, wait. Stay right there. The worm. And then Godzilla regenerates, shoots his atomic breath, and spits out Wolverine onto Magneto. Magneto bubbles himself, right? Protecting himself, and he goes, even through my bubble, I can feel the heat of the radiation. And then, they start throwing huge playing cards at Godzilla, right? And it ain't working. So like, yo, dog, what do we do? And Charles is like, I got this. Uses his mind powers on Godzilla, and a huge, like, Black Panther appears, right? And Black Panther's like, yo, dude, you should fight me in Wakanda, for real. And Godzilla's like, word. Then, Godzilla goes to Wakanda. With dying contracts, doing injustice, word. Nothing I wish people would remember, it's a no dying contract. He can lose, Hell, he's lost in the Monsterverse, man. He can lose. He can be knocked unconscious. He just can't die. I wish people would understand that. But some people, again, they don't understand that. And they go on this huge rant of, oh, it doesn't matter what crossover Godzilla, then he's going to win because he can't lose. No, he can lose. He just can't die. Ow. Well, I think he can die. No, he can die, but a predecessor has to be there. That's how he died in the comic against Thor. Because he died and got resurrected by the Necro Sword. Technically, unless he like revived or like a stronger predecessor pops up, he can still. You know. Hold on, Red Zone. We beat this guy up real quick. Makes sense, exactly. Am I stuck? Map. It keeps going. Maybe. I never really liked Godzilla in Hell. I'll say that. I think the comic and everything about it is cool, right? Out of all the like Godzilla comics, I think my favorite one is Rage Across Time, when he goes against the Greek gods. I think that is just really, really cool. You know what I mean? Because I think the Greek gods are cool. So. No damn. GG's. The reason I don't like Godzilla in Hell as much as like Rage Across Time is purely because of like parts of the community just blow him out of proportion all the damn time. Being the strongest, yeah. Because it's any time I talk to people about it, or like in Godzilla in general, I'll always see, you know, Godzilla in Hell is like, he's the strongest. Like, okay, that's cool. I get he's the strongest. But we're talking about like worst Godzilla designs right here, dog. So it's like, eh. I mean, the comic and everything is cool, like I said. But I don't think it's better than Rage Across Time in my personal opinion. I like Rage Across Time when he fights the Greek gods. I think that's like, oh, that's a hell yeah. Wi-Fi went out? It was fine. I was just like, huh? Whoa. Whoa! Here's mine. Oh. What the flip, dude? Rose my Wi-Fi? Making a king freak out like that, man. So. Ow! What have you done to me? What have you done to me? There are not nice things, and then there are sinful actions. That was a sinful action you just committed against me, again. pay for his sinful actions? You're right. Yo, red zone. What up? Hello. Oh. Top 5 most interesting things I ever seen someone do. Smack. Ah, you missed. I can't fly. I can't fly. Please. Take pity on our old battered soul, man. Hello. I'm out. You wouldn't do it to me. Most mediocre damage. Oh no. I am so sorry for my aggression, my behavior, my lack of respect. I am so sorry. But it's okay now. We're cool. We're buddies. Yeah, get in that corner. Get in that corner, chump. I'm out. Red zone, save me, please. Took me to offensively. He took that to the heart, man. He's like, oh, for real? Yo, red zone. I have an idea. Red zone, this is not my idea. Red zone, you give me my huge shield right now. Red zone. Red zone, you need to knock him off the air, man. Not towards me. No, damn it. In the red zone, you might be cooked, bro. He's gonna circle you, man. You're done, so. No? Yo, if red zone somehow wins this, I'll be like so like. One pixel cause your death? Yeah? Oh, red zone. Oh, wait! Wait. Your Honor, get this man on the team, he knows ball. No, it does not end the match. I don't know why it says you want to cancel a battle. Do better next time? You're right, I won't do mediocre damage ever again. I know for a fact the second I say mediocre damage, Siri started, his eyes started twitching and he bolted for me, man. GG's. He bolted towards me and he put me in a box. Oh. Yo, red zone, listen. It wasn't my fault, okay? It wasn't my fault that you died. It was a necessary consequence, okay? If you used to play Dez with a Jet. Oh no, my Destroyer never loses to a Jet Jaguar, so I can't. Red zone, listen, buddy. I am not responsible for the actions of last game, alright? That was past me. This is present. I'm a better person. I've learned nothing, but I'm involved. Ow. Not my fault. I'm gonna destroy his butt kicked by a burning Godzilla. Yeah. If it's a good burning, there's like a good enough like Heisei in general. Ow. They're getting. You can lose easy as Destroyer. Because Destroyer is like flinches really, really easily trigger. No, I tried landing, so I wouldn't fall. Put on Earth and murder each other. Actually, space is from space, not Earth. We should have used it. It would have been me. That was allegedly me. Whee! And then look, he's gonna try to go for it, but he'll miss. Never mind. We got the skills. I hope I still got it. Jump in yet? I got this sheep. I hate that about that's the one thing I will always hate about this. Alright, you've had your fun, Red Zone. Let me go fight the thing next. No, it took that one Corona being and the side tilted in mine. Maybe. I have a theory about Space Godzilla, guys. What if that fucker's from space? Hear me out. I still hit you. That's not nice. You don't hit people. Sorry. I want to apologize for my transgressions. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is a little from space? I don't know, I always thought he was from, what's that planet called? Texas or some shit. Yo, he's whooping my ass right on now. Yo, Red Zone. I'ma need some emergency assistance. Toronto. I got them both. I am the best. People think of the best, I think of me. The king, you know what I mean? Ah, they cheated. L gameplay, they cheated. They're the cheat against the birthday boy. I feel it. Oh, Jesus. That is true. Now you're cooked? Nah, bro, we talking about? That was the most nothing R2 I've ever seen in series. I'm gonna hold you by the hand when I say this. Opponent has left the battle. Wow, somebody left the game? What the flip, yo? GG, well played? Nah, you rage quit. Haha, you bum. See, a king never loses like that, so it's okay. Trust. Nobody, I think this will be my final round though. Last round, I'm hopping off stream. But nobody will I think nobody in chat will understand the joke of me just saying I'm the king. I started saying my shit to my friends as a joke. Oh, and I can't stop saying it. Like, anytime, like, I win, like, that's how a king wins. Or something stupid and, like, cringy like that. I love saying it. I love it. A loss counter? Well, it would be at 0, because I'm the king, and a king never loses, so. You! Yes, you! Back shots. And then. How? This is not going good for me. Yeah, run away in fear from the king, bro. Yeah, I went easy on him, you know what I mean? Not going well? No, I won. I keep getting sandwiched. I hate that. Runner. That is right. What is an L runner? L runner came. It's a term when someone just runs away constantly from a fight the entire time. You know, like you've been playing Godzilla, the opponent's constantly running away from you the entire time. You can use the terminology of L runner. Explanation explains, yes. I guess the king will have to fight. Thanks, no problem. Damn. Get a replay on that, yo. Can't believe he fumbled that. Damn, can we replay on that again? Bro missed his gauge. Damn, in red zone with the sabotage. Hey, hey, hey. can't believe peasants are trying to take down a king like me, bro. Shit crazy out here. Oh no. Oh no. Ow! The second I saw that building, I knew I was cooked. Get away from me. Series? Turn around right here. Wow, wow, wow. Look at that. He's trying to kill a king. Wow. So funny. You can never kill me, because I am the king of our king. God fucking damn it. Red zone, on a scale of 1 through toast, you best not fucking fuck this up. Is the Red Zone going for the sandwich? Oh no, maybe Red Zone wasn't hungry. Damn. Fried your ass like toast on. But yeah, GG's. That was pretty fun. I had fun playing for a little bit. I'll probably dip out, hang out with my friends for the last few hours of the night, and then, I don't know. But tomorrow is Wednesday. I'll stream over the weekend. I'm trying to figure out what. I mean, what I'm thinking is we're gonna head to bed anyways. I'll probably yap about what I want to stream in a different stream. But anyway, 2:30 in the morning. Jesus, man. I feel you on that one. But yeah, anyway, adios everybody. Take care. Thank you to everyone who wished me happy birthday. I appreciate that. I have a VA appointment tomorrow. Hope it goes well for you, man. I truly do. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. See you guys all next